Good morning. Hi, Suzanne. You found me. Hi, Eileen. Oh my gosh, everybody found me right on time. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, everybody. I was just sharing, getting all set up here, making sure I got everything going. Good morning, Kathy. Oh wow, we already have a bunch of people. Okay, guys, I'm so excited this morning. I'm switching it up. I'm gonna switch it up today, and hopefully you guys don't mind. So I just was trying to think of something to do today, and I saw last night I was like just, hanging out watching some craft videos on YouTube, and I stumbled across this amazing mixed media scrapbooker. Her name is Sarah Millerhouse. She is on the Vicky Booten design team, and she did this like incredible layout with alcohol inks. And this is the first time that I've found her, and I was like completely blown away. And I haven't used my alcohol inks in so long. So I was like, oh my gosh, I got to try this. This is amazing. She's a really incredible artist. So I decided to give it a shot today and take the card sketch for April and turn it into a scrapbook layout. And I know you guys are probably like, what? Because I never really do scrapbook layouts. The only time I scrapbook is when I go to a crop. Otherwise, at home, I'm always doing card making, right? Especially on my lives, I always do card making. So we're giving it a new shot. We're doing something new today. And I'm a little nervous, I'm not going to lie. Especially because this is very technique based and some of my products are a little bit old. So hopefully we'll see if it works out. So I think I'm just going to dive right in and get started. So I'm going to, again, don't forget to check out Sarah Millerhouse. I did link her in the description. Some mind-blowing stuff. Her stuff is like pretty incredible. So I decided I was looking for a picture that would be good for like a one photo layout. So this is the picture that I'm going to scrapbook. You guys know this is my best friend Donna that passed away in January, and I've just been finding a lot of comfort and connection to her by scrapbooking her photos and her memories with my children. So I thought this was a great layout because this technique is like very bold, bright in color. And if you look at Sarah Millerhouse's page, you will see that a lot of her stuff is bold and bright, which is totally my style. Like I was instantly drawn to her stuff. So isn't that a great picture? So, and I think that I love it because Donna's favorite color was purple. And, Donna always referred to Lily as my girl. So I can't decide if the title should be my girl or her girl. So you guys have to help me with that. But so we're going to get started. So is anybody familiar with alcohol inks, played with alcohol inks before? I'll be honest, it's been a while since I've played with mine. So I'm totally copying Sarah Millerhouse's technique because I really don't know what I'm doing. So we'll see how this works out. I think I'm going to just put a mat underneath here because I have a feeling we're going to be making a little bit of a mess. Okay, so some things I do know about alcohol inks. they need a non-porous surface to move around. That's one of the like qualities or the way they really work. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, Kathy. Well, we're still here. We haven't gotten very far. I was just talking about I showed the picture in case you missed that. This is the picture that I'm going to scrapbook. And I was trying to decide. So this is Donna, and she always called Lily my girl, my girl. So I'm trying to decide if the layout will be titled my girl or her girl, but we'll figure that one out later. So alcohol inks, they need a non-porous surface to move around and blend and just mesh with each other. Ranger does make like Yupo paper for alcohol ink. I've often used like poster board from the Dollar Tree because it has a glossy side. So this is just a piece of heavy duty cardstock. This is the new cardstock that Michelle is carrying at my little scrapbook store. And forgive me because now I can't remember what the name of it is, but I was at a crop last week or a few weeks ago, and everybody got to take a piece home, and it's a beautiful, heavy duty, nice cardstock. So we're going to start with this. I'm going to gesso. Again, I watched Sarah Millerhouse do this. I am copying her. I'm not taking credit. This is not my idea. I give her full credit because she has completely inspired me. So my gesso was a little bit old. It's probably a lot bit old. So basically what the gesso is doing is it's going to just give a surface for that alcohol ink to sit on and move around. So this is some She Girl, Suzanne? You mean her girl? She Girl? That sounds weird. I'm thinking either her girl or my girl. Okay. So I'm squeezing some gesso on, and I'm going to use a brayer. And again, this is like another brayering gesso. Totally out of my wheelhouse here, but we're doing it. I don't know if this is the greatest brayer because I'm getting some grooves, but it's okay. Put a little more. I also forgot my I meant to grab what do you call it? Like a thing filled with water. Her girl. Okay, yeah. I think that's what I like too, Suzanne. I think that's what I'm going to do. Her girl. Okay, this is not like the best brayer. It's making a lot of lines. I don't know if you guys can see that, but we'll see what happens. We'll see if we're going to make a beautiful layout or a big old mess. I'm not really sure if the lines are coming from the edge of the roller or what. All right, give me a sec. I have another brayer I can grab. Let me just clean this off. This is going to be a little trial and error today. Hopefully you guys don't mind. And hopefully my card makers are not disappointed. I apologize if you were excited to watch a card today. But every once in a while, I got to do something different, switch it up a little bit. All right, I'm going to try this brayer. This is an older one, but I keep getting these like lines. So let's see. Yeah, that's definitely a little bit smoother. I'm not sure how much I have to put, but like I said, we could be just making a big old mess. We'll see how it goes. I'm just going to roll this on here. I don't know if a Brush might have been better. Brayer definitely seems easier. I'm just getting a lot of texture with these brayers. That's okay. I'm using what I got. I'm going to leave it at that and move on. I got to heat this to let it dry quickly. So you guys have to bear with me while I make a little noise. I pulled out some 49 in Market because in the sketch, we have this strip down the side. So I have the wide washi tape. So I thought one of these washi tapes, either this one with the butterflies down the side or this fabric one. This fabric one might be nice. Hi, who's Mama Juju Crafton on the back 40? I don't know who that is, but hello and thank you for joining us. We might end up going with this one because it's a little bit thicker, but we'll get to that later. Let's see how this is going to work out. So I'm going to heat my gesso. Apologize for the noise. Hang out with me while this dries. There is a lot of texture here that I was not planning on from my brayer. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm leaving it though, because why not? This is clear matte gesso, which I just realized may not be the right kind of gesso. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know if it is or not. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to work because it's like a little chalky. And I know that the alcohol inks usually need like a glossy surface, so this might not work. But I have a plan B. Okay, we're almost all dry. This is definitely has a very matte finish. Hi, B. Good morning. Can you guys hear me when I'm talking over the heat gun? I have a few. Okay, perfect. Okay, so B, I'm trying something new today. I'm using April's card sketch to do a layout, and this is inspired by Sarah Millerhouse, who is one of Vicky Bouton's designers. Oh gosh, now all my mixed media queens are here, and now I'm really nervous. Hi, Tisa. Okay, so quick recap since everybody's joining, so I can tell you guys what I'm doing, because I think I might be about to like mess this up completely, but we'll see. So Sarah Millerhouse is one of Vicky Bouton's designers, and I was watching some of her. I literally stumbled upon her YouTube last night, and she's amazing, like very much my style, and bold and bright. So she used gesso on a layout with alcohol inks. So I am trying to, oh, you know who she is. Okay, so then you guys, I just found her last night. Okay, so here's the only thing is I put gesso on my cardstock with the plan to use alcohol inks, but I just realized that this gesso is matte. It's got a matte finish. So I don't know if my alcohol inks are going to work on a matte finish. If they don't, I have a backup plan. So hopefully you guys don't mind, Aw. Don't be nervous, girl. Have fun and play. Can always fix a mess up. Most of my mess ups are. Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. Well, I do have some of the glossy paper that I can cut and use the alcohol inks on. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, so these are my alcohol inks, and I've not played with these in a very, very long time. This is the picture that I'm going to be using. So I think I'm going to pull some purples, right? Purple Twilight. Not pearl. I think I'm going to stick with just straight purples, right? This is just plain. I've got pearls. I've got regulars. What other colors should we bring in? I think I'm going to bring in some stream. We'll see. We'll see if it, there's some blue. Should we stick with like the purples, blues, and greens? All right, we'll see what's going to happen. I don't know. This could just turn into a big disaster. We'll see. It's all good. All right, let's start with purple. Got my blending solution. I got my air thingy. Let's see how it goes. All right, not bad. Oh, I can't get my blending solution open. Ah, there we go. Oh, I did it. I had to use the teeth. All right, let's get some. Remember what I said? This could turn out to be like a big old mess. We'll see what happens so far. And so I was like kind of complaining before, right, about the texture from the gesso, but I'm kind of liking it. I think my my air thingy is like missing a piece. It's not working so great. Okay, let's go down here. I'm just gonna play. Although I have a feeling this might lead me to spend some money. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Okay. I'm going to move this around. Very bright. I love the colors. And I actually really like the texture that it's making. I do wish that my air thingy worked a little bit better. Let's see. I'm just kind of making a mess. Gonna have fun with this. Oh, that's a good idea. Okay. Hold on. I wonder. Nope, that's probably not the greatest. Hang on, I'm going to text my husband and ask him to bring me down a straw because this is not working so good. All right, let's try that. Thanks for that tip, Tisa, because I think that there was something on here or something more to this that must have fallen. Oh, wait, I have a straw. Look at that. Thanks, Tisa. Much better. Okay. Let me tell my husband. Cancel. Oh, I like that better. Thanks, Tisa. Oh yeah, that I feel like I have more control with that. Awesome. Also, this is really fun. Okay, I want more of this purple. Okay. Cool, right? All right, I'm going to bring in some more purple down here, I think. Let's see how that goes. B or Tisa, since you guys are here, do you guys remember the name of the cardstock that Michelle started selling? She had it at Sherry's Crop a few weeks ago. She had it in white and in colors, and everybody at Sherry's Crop got a piece to try, and it's awesome. I will have to look it up because I couldn't remember what it was called. But that's what I'm using for my base. Okay. Now I think I'm going to just do some splattery circles for a little more texture. Let's go over here. Mess or art? You decide. Yeah, it came in 2 weights. I'm using the heavier one. I think it came in like 60 pound and 100 pound, and there was white and then rainbow. I don't even know if it's on the website yet. Okay. So down this side is going to be our, I think I'm probably going to use this tape because this is wider. Like that. And I think I want to just get some inks and start blending like something around the outside. So let me cover all my stuff here and give that a second to dry. That was fun. So, okay, so now I know that the alcohol inks do work with the matte gesso. And there's a lot of texture in there. I don't know how well if you guys, you see those grooves. That's the way the gesso went on with my brayer, which, is not really the worst thing. So I want to pull some inks, and also, there we go, my metallic watercolors. I'm going to see how we can incorporate those. Yeah, Tisa, I feel like for some reason maybe it's not on the website yet. So I'll have to find out about that because it's really nice cardstock. It's nice and heavy. Okay, so my colors. I am thinking, I might need some help from my girlies. Uncharted Mariner. Or maybe I just want to focus on the purple. Give me 1 second. Maybe I won't. I'll just get more purple. I feel like Seedless Preserve. I think she was testing out before. Okay. I know. So she had a bunch of it for sale at the crops. And if I remember correctly, Carrie said it was like really popular. Okay. So this is Wilted Violet. Let's look at Seedless Preserves. Okay. I feel like Seedless Preserves might have too much pink in it. villainous potion could possibly work, but also very dark. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. Whoops. I think I'm gonna start with wilted violet. Okay, so I'm gonna dry this. Okay, I just want to grab my water. So I think I'm gonna work in some of this metallic-y purple. I'm just putting some water from the dog training spray bottle into my water cup because my water cup was empty. This is how we train our dogs around here. We use a spray bottle. In all honesty, at this point, we can use an empty spray bottle because now all we generally have to do is say, "Do you want the spray?" And the dogs stop. See, it works, right? I went to the Dollar Tree and loaded up. And now, yeah, it's just like the magic word. You want the spray? And they stop. Okay, so I am going to just kind of lob in some metallic. It's funny because, you know, happy mistakes, right? So like at first I was like kind of bummed that I was getting all these grooves in the gesso, but now I really like it. I like the texture that it's giving. I'm just getting splotchy and messy over here. And I'm not upset about it. Get some of that turquoise. Get some metallic on there. Yesterday, I was at my parents' house, and my dad asked me to do some detail painting on this a model of like an old car that he had. And the paint, like, I don't know if you guys have ever like done anything like that. The bottles, they're like these little tiny bottles. And he had like this chrome paint. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this would be like so cool for a scrapbook layout because it was like very watery. And so like chrome metallic. It was so cool. But this, you know, I think they're like, I don't know exactly what they are, to be honest, but there's like chemicals in it because they stunk so bad. And I was like, no, Dad can't. He's like, oh, I'll buy you some next time. I was like, oh, thanks, but no, I can't use the chemicals on the scrapbook page. Okay, so now I'm just getting into a little bit more of a splatter. Splattering out around the edges. I love these colors. These are my colors right here. Maybe I'll do a little purple splatter. Ah, thanks. I'm experimenting today. Basing the layout off the card sketch. That's like the layout design. But as far as technique, like I said, inspired by Sarah Millerhouse. If you haven't seen her, I definitely recommend checking her out. I was pretty blown away. I have been watching I've been watching Vicky Bouton's videos, the art journaling videos, because this summer I'm supposed to teach an art journaling workshop at a little art art studio near my house. So I've been like trying to prepare and get inspired for that. So when I went on to Vicky Bouton's, I'm wondering if I should put some of the white. Should I do some white? I feel like we need just a little bit. Yeah, Sarah Millerhouse popped up, and I was like, oh my gosh, who is this? And I watched one video, and I was totally blown away. Very much my style with like the bold colors, and she does a lot of fussy cutting, which I love. So that was very cool. Very, very cool. Okay, so I'm going to juice up my brush. And yeah, just a little bit on the dark parts. I like that. Very cosmic, right? Okay. Whew, can you say mess? I am making a huge mess. It's all good. Okay, I'm going to give this some heat. I'm kind of bummed. My dryer, I prefer to use this type of heat gun when I do heat embossing, like with embossing powders. And when I'm drying a page, I like to use my Ranger heated tool, but it died, unfortunately. Got some puddles here that I'm gonna blot up some of these bigger puddles. Oh yeah. And that metallic is showing. Blot this out. Oh, that metallic looks so pretty. Okay. I gotta tell you guys, mine dies too, and unfortunately not too. Oh, that stinks, Tisa. I even gave it to my dad because he's like Mr. Fixer, and he's like, "Nap, nap, it's a goner." I did get some money for my birthday, so maybe that'll be a purchase I have to make because that is definitely something that I use a lot. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure that some of these puddles that I'm seeing are dry. Can't tell. Oh, yeah, that's still wet. I'm going to hit this from the back. Oh, wow. Tisa said that she's heard a lot of people are having problems with them. And, I have to be honest with you. I had mine for a couple of years before it died. That's too bad. I did have it for a while and I used it a lot. Okay, so now I'm looking at this and I'm kind of, well, we got some bubble here. This is going to have to like flatten out. I kind of like that we can sort of go However, I might stick with the original. This was my idea to run this washi tape down the side. Although, in all honesty, I'm not sure if I still want to do that. Because it's very busy. And I'm thinking maybe a solid color or pattern, maybe even pattern paper. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let's consult the photo. Here's our photo. You know, another cool thing that Sarah Millerhouse did is she matted her photo on tissue paper, which I thought was so stinking cool. Right? I thought that was awesome. Like, what a cool idea. Even vellum. I think it'd be cool if I like matted this on vellum. Let's see if I don't think I have vellum that's that big. No, that's shrink pieces. I'm just checking my stash. Okay, bear with me for a sec. I'm going to see if I have a piece of vellum. Which I don't think I do. Couldn't even do glitter, but I feel like that might be a little too much. Oh, I do. I have some iridescent. This is some old Lawn Fawn iridescent or pearlescent vellum. So maybe we'll map the photo on that. Okay, that's regular vellum. Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys, how well you can see that. Let's see that iridescent. Oh, that'll be perfect. Okay, so let's mat. Oh my God, I'm running out of room here. I'm gonna move this aside, mat our photo. And then I'm gonna have to think about that layout and what I want to do. So let me show you the sketch. All right. I got to utilize my catch basket. Give me a sec. Hey, Taylor, how's it going? Okay, I'm just going to throw some stuff in my basket and give myself a little bit more room here because it's getting a little crowded. Okay, so the sketch has this strip down the side. So like I said, originally I was going to do this washi tape, but I just feel like this is, oh, we're over here, sorry. I feel like this is going to be too busy on top of that and too many other colors. So I'm thinking either like a solid paper or maybe even I could stencil, maybe a piece of white that I stencil on. Okay, I'm going to mat the photo and then we'll get back to that. Okay, let's see. This is just a 4x6. So I'm gonna do 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. I love that. And also, I want to pull my stickers because the stickers that hopefully these, yes. Look at that. That's the stickers that I wanted to use. How perfect. And like I mentioned earlier, well, my favorite color is purple, but Donna's favorite color was also purple. So this is great. Okay. Sorry, I needed a little sip of coffee. Okay, so mat this, and then we can kind of make some decisions. See, I will tell you guys honestly, this is like a big part of the reason why I usually don't do scrapbook layouts on lives, because I am not a fast scrapbooker. If you've seen any of the design team lives that we're all on together, I'm like generally the last person to finish. I can't do it that quickly. So yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. Okay, so if that's gonna go there, and this is our sketch. Nope, I think that this is what I want to do. I think I want to go this way with this here. And then something down here. And I think I'm going to bust out the Vicky Booten case. So give me a sec. And of course, it's all the way on the bottom. So I have all of my scrapbook stuff organized in iris cases by theme. Except I'm watching you, Subby. Oh, thanks so much. Except for Vicky Booten. All the Vicky Booten stuff is in its own case. So let's look at some papers, and because I have a feeling that there's going to be something perfect. I just have that feeling. Okay. Let me move some stuff out of the way. If anybody has any thoughts or like any ideas. Ooh. These flowers could work too. Okay, I'm gonna see. I'm even thinking something like just kind of plain. If my stubby little fingers could get this out, we'll be okay. Okay. All right, let's see what we got in here. See, we could use something like this. Oh.
I didn't get that.
Oh, my phone's talking to me. I don't know why she thought I was talking to her. Let's see. That could possibly work. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I'm going to do a quick. We could do that too. Ooh, this might look good with the purple letters. That down the side. Oh yeah, I think that's going to be it. Perfect. Okay. Leave those flowers out. Oh gosh, I'm really excited now. I mean, I was excited before, but you know, when it all starts to come together. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm going to cut a piece of this. This is going to go right down the side to match the sketch. Just grab a ruler. I think we're going to do about 3.5 inches. I think that will work very well. I'm going to move this to the side. Whoops, sorry. Oh, my stuff is getting stuck over here. Okay. I'll cut my tab off on the top first. And then I want to use this side that has all the splotches on it. We are in full disaster mode now. And I love it. Okay, so now, oh yeah, I think that's going to be great. I love the way the colors match. Okay, so now I just have to decide. Hi, Arlene. Which way are we going? Are we going to go this way? Or are we going this way? There's a lot of white over here, but I'm gonna do some stenciling. Oof. See, again, another reason why I don't like to do scrapbook layouts on lives, because it takes me way too long to make decisions. All right, you know what? Let's do some stenciling over here and see if that changes my mind about anything. Let me grab my stencils. I was looking for kind of something like big and flowery. All right, let's see. Let's see what we got in the Vicky collection. Bear with me for a sec. I don't really. I'm thinking maybe there's the letters there because I don't. I'm gonna check again because I'm looking for something. I don't have like any of the Vicky Wooten, like the big wide flowers, but let's see what I have here. Oh, maybe this. There we go. I think I like that. I missed the first part. So it was a piece of heavy white cardstock I covered with gesso. Yeah, this happened to be white matte gesso. And then I dripped alcohol inks and used the blending solution and ended up using a straw because it was working better than my little puffy thing that I had. Okay, let's start with some of this and see. Take this off. And I love that I'm using this because this was I inherited these from Donna. So I love that I'm using them. That makes me happy. And we said wilted violet. I'm gonna blotch a little bit on the back and make sure that that's what I like. Oh my gosh, I can't find. Oh, here we go. Okay. All right, so let's actually, no, I'm just going to do this. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. Oh, I like that. I do. Okay, so let's see. This is here. And our photo is here, or maybe I think that maybe this should have been a little bit wider. But I have a thought. I have a thought on that too. We'll get back to that in a sec. Do some more flower blending. Okay, I think that looks pretty cool. All right, so I think I want another layer coming out behind here. So let me go back to the paper. And I'm looking for something I think a little bit darker. By the way, and I'm sorry if I didn't mention earlier, this paper is from Discover and Create. So I'm just flipping through again to see if I got something else that would work with that. I'm going to look at some of my scrap pieces because I save it all. What do you think about that? I think I can make that work. All right, let's see. What I want to ink blend this, so we're getting there. We're turning the corner. Definitely think we're gonna go over in an hour. So please, I understand that people have lives to get to. So if you have to go, I totally don't mind. It needs a darker piece. Yeah, I agree. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little blending on here. And then just for a little added extra on this, put that up there. I'm gonna use the one with the writing. I feel like that, yeah, there we go. I'm just gonna do a little bit. Just a little bit down like that. Oh yeah, that looks pretty cool. Hi, Anna. Oh, Anna, I think that you're going to like this. Give me 1 sec. I can't wait to show you. I feel like this is, I think you're going to like this. I worked with alcohol inks. And I covered the white piece of paper with gesso and then exploded some alcohol inks on there. Exploded. Okay, let me get my blue. What did we say? Like, can we do chipped sapphire? That's probably good. I just want to ink the blue a little bit. So I'm going to cheat with this piece. Thanks, Anna. I was just saying that, like, the reason why I don't usually do scrapbook layouts on lives is because I am not a fast scrapper at all. That's okay, though. So I'm going to cheat with this. But our photo will cover the seam. Oh, I got to grab a, is that? No, I don't know. I think Blueprint might be a better blue. I don't think this is the right blue. Give me 1 sec. I've got my ink cases all over the place. Do I not have Blueprint Sketch? What? I don't have it. Can you guys believe that? Oh my gosh. I guess I don't have it in Oxide. How is that possible? Like, I don't even believe myself right now. Prize ribbon. There we go. That'll do. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. Well, whatever. It is what it is, right? Anna, thank you so much. This is definitely out of my wheelhouse today. I'm stepping outside the box. kind of think I want to like grunge this up a little bit, and I'm not sure. I used to have one of those little tools, and I don't anymore. I'm not really sure. Okay, I'm going to bust out. Look at this. This is like an old school basic gray file set. Do you guys remember that? How crazy is that? Yeah, there we go. Do this one. Okay. Perfect. That is what I wanted. Okay, so this, and then we'll be able to cover the seam, excuse me, with the photo. Right. Like that, and then I think the photo is going to go a little bit wonky like that. Our title will go here. I have these flowers, hopefully we can use. I wish I had more of them. Maybe we'll get those down here, and I'll have to find some other embellishments. Okay, so let's get going with this. I'm just going to run like a line of glue. Come on, glue. It doesn't want to cooperate right now. There we go. Whoops. Oh, that's bigger than I wanted. Oh, you know what I had? We could have used. Look at that. I had the blue washi tape, but I like the texture from the doing that, so that's okay. Those lines don't match up, but I don't care. It don't matter. Okay. Trim that off. Glue this down. Just trying to get that bumped to the edge so that my white doesn't show. Okay, I think I want a little bit more of this because I just really like the way that looks. And that was peacock feathers that I used on there. Come in here a little bit darker with that. Yeah, I think that looks cool. Okay, awesome. And our photo is going to go right there. big block and put that right on top to hold that down. Okay. Awesome. So we got like a good mishmash going with products here. Now, we decided on Her Girl, right? So you get you know what? Before I put my letters on, I'm going to take a sip of coffee. I think these flowers will work. And I'm going to check. I feel like Sweet Rush probably, or Color Study would have been ideal for this, but unfortunately, I don't have, I think this is basically all I have left. Most of my stuff is Discover and Create, but I do want to use that all good things. I like that. I'm checking to see what else I got in here that we can use. I'll try and move this over so you guys can see what I'm looking through here. Some of these vellum stickers might be cool. I kind of really wanted like some flowers, I think. Maybe I have to cut them out of something. Yeah, there's not really. Oh, nah. There's those, not really the right colors. Oh, that's not bad. All right, let's see what else we got in here. Okay, so there's definitely, we'll add some of those later. All right, so here we go. We definitely do have some flowers that could work. Oh, possibly those butterflies. I'm not against that. Originally, I was going to use like a bunch of 49 and Market, but I kind of like where this has gone now. So I'm going to stay the course with the Vicky Wooten stuff. Typewriter, teapot, glasses are cute. Oh, that's what I needed. A purple butterfly. So before Donna passed, she had received a card from, so first her niece in Florida planted flowers to attract butterflies. And when she got her first butterfly, she sent Donna a picture. And Donna was like so excited. And then our friend Maria visited her and brought her a card, and it had a butterfly on it. Oh my gosh, look at that. And that could be a good journaling piece. Sorry, I'm getting off the track. So Donna had said, whenever you see a butterfly, think of me, or I want to come back as a butterfly. Like I'll be a butterfly saying hello. And I said, well, what color will you be? And she said, well, I would love to be purple, but how often do you see a purple butterfly? Well, guess what? Does anybody want to take a guess how often I see purple butterflies? And not like actual live purple butterflies. Like one day I was in the grocery store and I'm an aide in the high school. Most of you know that. And I was with my kids, and there's like an older woman that every Friday when we go on errand service, we see this woman. And the one day, one of my kids was like very upset because we hadn't seen her. And she said, oh my gosh, I hope nothing happened to her. And I said, well, it's cold. And maybe, she just slept in a little bit. And the next thing you know, the woman turns the corner and she's wearing a purple hat with a purple butterfly on it. And she says, oh, dears, I hope you didn't get upset. It was cold and I just decided to sleep in a little bit. How funny, right? Okay, so let's get again, see, I apologize. I'm going over time because I cannot do a scrapbook layout in an hour. This is why I go to a crop and I get like 2 pages done. Okay, so let's get our title down. And again, if you need to sign off, I will not be offended. I'm just going to finish my layout here. Okay, so we're doing her girl. Start here or there. I'll go right here. H. Thanks, Anna. It's, you know, kind of have no choice because, like, there's a lot of decisions to make. H-E-R. There's my R. I also, so, like, my favorite part is, like, the little details. And that's kind of easier on a card because it's a smaller area. But on a scrapbook page, like, that could take all day. Like, the last time I went to a crop, I did a layout. My daughter was Frida Kahlo for a school project. Am I doing girl or am I doing it down here? One line or two lines? What do you guys think? And I spent like the whole afternoon die cutting all these flowers to go on the layout. And it was like the only layout I got done for the day. 2 lines. Thank you. Okay. So I don't love, they don't totally show up, but that's okay. I think it's glittery enough that it will work. Okay. All right, good. Everybody says 2. Thank you for helping me make the tough decisions. R. I need another R. Okay. And an L. Okay. Definitely want to use these flowers. So wish I had more of these, but that's okay. So maybe we'll just keep them both down here. And I'll see what we can... Oh, you know what? Maybe we can get the butterfly in here. Like that. Yeah, I like how that's like kind of over by Donna. I love that. And now we got the where's the sketch? Okay. So on the sketch, our title and these things were up here. So I kind of want to put something up there. And I'm actually thinking that like maybe a piece of this coming down. Let's see. Yeah, I think I might like that. Just a small little piece to like balance out that. So let's do that. I'm going to move this aside again. Just to think over here with the splatters. Oh, actually, we do up here. Let's see. Let me grab the supplies and do 2 inches. Let's start with 2.5. We'll start with 2.5 and see how that looks. I'm going to go this way because I think I only need... Yeah. Get the butterflies again. I can always cut these butterflies out. We don't have to use all of them. Okay. And we're going to start with 2.5. And if that looks too big, we'll trim it down. Thanks for hanging out with me, everybody that is here and hanging. Okay, I think we're going to have to trim that. I don't know. That looks like it's down too low because I think I want to put these guys on there. Yeah, we could trim it a teeny bit. Oh, thanks, Arlene. I enjoy everybody hanging out. You know, we could do it so that the butterflies are like, doesn't have to, you know what I mean? Like, doesn't, I could make it, maybe I make it thin so that the butterflies are kind of like going off. I think I might like that idea better so that the butterflies are wider than what's behind it. And so, I don't know. See, I told you, I can't ever make up my mind. Okay. All right, let's see. We put that there. Yeah, because see, that just kind of looks a little thick to me. And I'm also, I don't think that I like all the butterflies. I think that I'm going to just cut the one out, the one purple one out, and like we'll put a flower or something. That. Happy time now. I think that's too many words. Oh, maybe we could use something like that. Okay. Yep, I think that's going to be a better idea. So we're going to make this thinner, which I probably have got to cut another piece. And go thinner. Moving this out of the way again. Sorry, guys. This is what happens when Gina does a scrapbook page. Everything gets crazy. Yeah, I think I'm going to like that better. And we'll go... that there. Oh, you know it would be good if I had some of that blue to put behind it, but I do not because that was the last piece of it that I had. But I do have the blue striped washi, so we're good. We got this. We got this. And I'm going to cut this butterfly out because I think I just want to use this one. Okay. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's ink this. We're in the home stretch, people. Thank you, Anna. This was kind of an experiment. This was a big experiment. Okay, so we can put that there. This guy will go here. And then, okay, so this is going to be our cluster down here, right? All right, let's just get these on because otherwise, like, you know what's going to happen. I'm going to be doing this all day because I can't make decisions. All right, and then I like that. Okay, so that'll be like that. And then we'll do this up here. Oh, you know what? I know what. Before I put this down, course, I glued it now, but that's okay. I'm going to do some of the washi. So, let's see. This is going to go... No, let me turn it back around this way. Okay. This is going to go there. That's not very straight. I'm going to do a little bit of this. I like that. I feel like the colors sort of go. And we're kind of picking up on those flowers a little bit. I sort of did that backwards, didn't I? Okay, so let's move this guy. Again, crooked. And then we'll put this like that. And then this can go... I don't know what's jiving here. It's like not working or not looking the way I want it to. I'm going to move this down a little bit. And the end is tucked in here. Okay. There we go. Let me just wrap that around. I think I'm going to have to re-glue this because, yeah, that glue definitely dried. So let me re-glue this. Okay. A little bit of glue to keep that down. And then I'm going to put a little piece of this over here. No, I think I'm going to put it right behind here. And I'm going to tuck that in. Give me a little piece of this. Okay. What do you guys think of that so far? I like that. Do we need some of that washi coming down here, or is that good? And this, we're going to get this up here. I'm going to put, I'm just going to put this on a piece of cardstock because this is the papery, so it's like very thin. So give me a sec. I just want to grab a piece of scrap cardstock so that it has a little bit sturdier. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay, I promise to wrap this up in the next 10 minutes because we are at an hour and a half, and I apologize, friends. Whoops. Okay. This was like a big step outside of the box for me. Excuse me. I'm really happy with the way it turned out, though. I'm going to do a little recap for anybody that joined late. So this was inspired by Sarah Millerhouse, who is on the Vicky Boutin design team. And I linked her in the description, so I definitely encourage you to check her out. She's a mixed media artist, and her stuff is just wow. She's really incredible. And last night I was just watching. I was actually going to look for Vicky Boutin and stumbled upon Sarah Millerhouse. Was totally blown away, and then she did this technique with the alcohol inks, and I was like, oh wow, do I want to try that. So I took April's card sketch and decided to turn it into a layout. I started with just a plain old piece of white cardstock, heavy cardstock, and I covered it with gesso. It was matte gesso. I used a brayer, which left some grooves and stuff. It was matte gesso, which I then was like, oh gosh, I don't know if this is going to work. But it worked. Once the gesso was dry, I used alcohol inks and alcohol blending solution for all of these color splotches and everything back there. And then I used some of the Vicky Boutin watercolors, the metallic watercolors. I did some splotching and splattering with that once the alcohol inks were dry. Then I used some stencils with some oxides. That's what you see over here. I think that this would have been good like behind it. Okay, I just want to glue that down. And I think I want to add another one of these sprigs over here. I think that would look good. Aw, Anna, thank you so much. Like I said, this was like very out of my wheelhouse, but it's okay. It's good to try new stuff, right? I do need I was thinking about that for a journal block. Not sure yet what I'll write. I usually like to put the dates. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that's too big? Maybe I'll just do this little sprig coming out here. Nope, that's kind of uneven, so that's not really going to work. So maybe I'll just leave that. And we'll do a few puffy stickers. Stars, buttons, ladybugs, numbers. Oh, I don't know about puffy stickers. You know what? Got a couple of hearts left on here. I think we could probably make work. If I could figure out how to get this open. Actually, I'm like, should we do? Yeah, we'll do the hearts. Okay. I'm going to just do one there. We'll do a black one down here. And then see if there's a bigger one. Do one up here. And I think that's going to be it. I know I pulled out a bunch of different stuff, but I wonder, do we need like a little something like, what do you guys think about that? Do we need that flower there? I kind of like it. I kind of like the flower there. Move this down a little bit. Yeah, I kind of like that. Thank you guys so much. I think I'm going to, I got to wrap this up because I feel like you guys have been hanging with me all day. All right, let me put that flower down. Actually, I can't wait to show Lily this layout. Yeah. So I think that's about it. I'll have to do some journaling on that journaling block. I got my purple butterflies in, my mixed media stuff. I had a lot of fun with this. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I know this went really over time, so I appreciate everybody that hung out. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, I'd appreciate a subscribe and a like and all that fun stuff. Anybody that is celebrating Easter, I hope you have a happy Easter, happy Passover, happy spring, and I will see you guys next time. Again, thank you for indulging me on this experimental layout. I really enjoyed this. Oh, thank you guys. Okay, everybody have a great weekend, and thanks again. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.